It was a lot of money, but I don't know what else I was going to spend it on, so it's fine, right? Hi guys, and welcome back to the next episode of Minecraft Misadventures, the series that takes D&D and Minecraft and smashes them together to create something truly special. Also, hello Stuart, how are you doing? That is my bed. Your bed's up there. Don't just nod in agreement. There's quite a few things I want to do in today's episode, but before we can do any of them, we need to do our daily task. And that task is shearing Molly's sheep. But for any of it to actually count towards making Molly hate me less, I need to ask her if she needs any help. And she does, so I'm going to accept this sheep shearing quest, and then we're going to get to it. I've also been working on a little bit of malicious compliance with this, because not only am I going to shear her sheep, I'm going to give Molly more sheep. I'm going to give her too many sheep. Because that only seems fair, seeing as I'm the one who's killed like 2,000 of her sheep, so maybe if we just fill the pens back with like 2,000 sheep, she'll love me again, you know? I just need to hope that no one comes along and tries to kill Molly's sheep for food, because that will make my job a lot harder. Can't forget these guys down in the lower pen too. And speaking of, these pens seem not the best for sheep being able to like get their wool back because there's so much not grass. So I'm wondering if we do maybe a little migration. You know, I'm just gonna grab as many of the sheep as I can. Okay guys, come on, we're going this way. I'm like pretty much around max range for that one at the back before I'll lose interest. But it's fine. Molly, I'm doing you a favor, bestie. Don't worry. I know this might look like I'm stealing all your sheep. I'm not. I'm just moving them into a different pasture so that the grass in the earlier pasture has chance to grow. Plus, what I'm learning about Molly's sheep field is that they just populate if there's less of them. It's not when they die, per se. So if I just keep pulling them all into here, that pen will become the same, but this one will get busy. Okay, now that you're all in, I just need to shut these gates. And then I can't forget to go and shut the gates down here too. And what I can do is breed these guys up again, because they're new. And now that I've mass populated this pen, time to get shearing. Also, if you're wondering why the sheep are all different colours, that was me. I thought if I'm going to be collecting the wool, I may as well grab a bunch of different options so that if I need it for future builds, I have them. And last one. And there we go. We are one step closer to having Molly, who's down there, become our best friend. I'm not going to be too pushy, so I don't want to do it all in this episode. My plan is just every so often when I'm chilling on here, or whenever we start an episode, or at some point during an episode, we will come and do this quest at least once. As I said before, having Molly not hate me isn't enough. I need to be her best friend. Now that we've been to Molly and sheared her sheep and made her hate me a little less, I think it's time I show you all my new project. But for said project, we have a lot of running to do. Gotta come out of Merriport, past the Amethyst Shard, over the bridge to Catherine's area, through the Wonderwoods, and past Pixel Place. I need to swim across this river. And this island here in front of us is going to be our new home. So if we come onto this island, you'll see we're in Rustler's Reach, where the dust never settles. And if we come even further in, we can see Savannah Townsite, a promising patch of land. Now, it will not be named that forever. It was just a name that was set so that I could then come across and claim it. And speaking of, while we're here, if we just do /land purchase, there we go. I have purchased Savannah Townsite and it cost me 5,000 coins. So it was a lot of money, but I don't know what else I was going to spend it on, so it's fine, right? So my plan with this area is eventually I'm going to take over a large chunk of this island. Maybe not the entire thing, but at least sort of this side of the island will all be filled in. Now you're probably wondering, Scott, what are you going to fill this area with? Is it going to be dark and spooky and gothic? Super bright and colourful? Or maybe even super modern? No, don't be silly, the answer for all of that is no. Come on. Because the other day while I was scrolling TikTok, I came across a few videos of things to add to your Minecraft world. And one particular image caught my attention. It was actually by a content creator known by Shovel1241, where they do a bunch of actually like mind-boggling builds that makes no sense to me. But on top of their builds looking for other inspiration, I've come up with a new theme. a theme I'm calling Arcane Tech. Now you're probably wondering what the heck Arcane Tech is, and honestly it's just a name I've come up with to make a narrative that will fit within the world of Misadventures, where I'm using stuff to imply there's machinery involved, but it's powered by magic, rather than just cogs and gears and, you know, redstone and things. We're not going like cyberpunky, I'm going magical. The eventual plan is to also build a sort of dungeon in this area that people can come and run. But the dungeon is probably one of the later down the line additions, and before we can add a dungeon to an area, I need to have an area built up to add to it. So I think what we're going to do is start by clearing away some of the trees and land up here, just so I can get some space to build at least one proper build. Okay, so I've cleared away some trees and flattened this top area, as I have a tower build that I want to put in here, just to kind of make it sort of like visible from all around. But I'm going to need to do a lot of block collection to get the amount of bits I need. So I know what I'll be doing on stream. And several streams later, I have the blocks I need. So without further ado, let's get into a time lapse. And there we go! It is not fully finished. I actually need to get some bamboo to make some trapdoors for the lanterns up there, but other than that, it's pretty much good to go. They may be like, why does it look like that at the top? And the plan is that this tower is actually going to be an airship tower. So if you were coming from a faraway land on airship, you would dock up there, tie your ship to the post hanging from below, and then when you're ready to go, you get back in the airship and fly away. Eventually, I will actually build a couple airships in the sky. That is not right now. But let me show you around. So when you come inside, you're met with two elevators, one that goes down and one that goes up. So we'll go in the up elevator. And that brings us to here, which you can then look out all of the windows and then accidentally fall down. Or you can continue up the spiral staircase, which brings you up to the platforms. And honestly, from here you get such a good view of like the entire area. And I'm so excited to see this area kind of come to life as we build more. It was one of the reasons that I wanted to start with this big tower as our first build, because it then lets me kind of have a good vantage point to see the progress as and when we do it. That and the fact it's a really cool build. Okay, since we now have our first thing built in our new area, it's probably about time I get looking at wanting to move my stuff over here. But to be able to do that, I'm going to need to build a house. And to be able to do that, I'm going to need storage. So I think we will take some diamond blocks and let's run the dungeon crypt a few times. We will get on Stuart and we will head back to Maryport. And we are back in Maryport. Now I just need to grab some of my diamonds. 3 blocks. And then we head to the crypt. Okay, Stuart is tied up to the post. It's now time to head into the dungeon. Now we've done this before, so I'm not going to do an entire run through. We'll probably just check in at each of the different rooms. Okay, let's see. Looting 2 is good. We'll kill a bunch of spiders. That is my skeleton. I've set him on fire. Oh, this is awkward. Last spider, and now we're out. Next stop is this room to see if we can get the dog mount. I'm not hopeful. No. What's in here? Just a hole. Let's go. Okay, I just need to shoot one of these, grab that, and then light the candles. There we go. Touch that head. Jump up here. Then we cut around this side. Click this one. Jump around this side and click this guy. Jump back over to this side and click this one. And then jumping into the water. And swimming through here and clicking that one. Room number 2 done. That means I'll get both chests at the exit room. Okay, so I do eventually need to find a lever in here, but I'm actually going to cut through it because I'm here for a shulker box. Perfect. Here's my one. I break this and I grab a shulker box. Nice. Now to try and find this lever, which is right up there already. The very first one we checked. That's crazy. And now all we need to do is run out and see what loot we get. Enchanted golden apple, a skeleton skull, and a diamond. I've had worse. Right, time to run that a couple more times to get some more shulker boxes, and then I think we'll have enough storage. And after a few more runs and a lot of skeleton arrows, I have my 3 shulker boxes. Which means next episode, we're moving out of Maryport.